Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We're going to jump into the messages for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Aquarius. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. All right, Aquarius, whenever you find this video, if it's resonating for you, most likely the message is for you. But as I'm doing this reading this week, a lot of intensified energy that is culminating to push us into the next level of our journey. It is a squeeze, it is a tightening. It can feel almost as if it's suffocating, as if not again. No, not again. I don't want to feel this again. I don't want to experience this again. The only way out is through. And we're all in this together, Aquarius, so you are not alone in that tight squeeze. It is hot, it is sticky, can be suffocating, yet it is designed to really push us into the next chapter and the next level of our journey here on Earth. All right, so what is the message for Aquarius, please? A lot of fiery energy going on too. 5 of Wands, there you go, yeah. Conflicts. Some kind of fight or conflict with somebody else. 2 very strong, opinionated people battling it out. We have the 9 of Wands, came in reverse. This is kind of like letting the ego win. This is, again, very strong conflict in reverse. Aggression. This is that fiery energy you want to be mindful of. Because of the energy that we're all in, it is like how I was describing it, as well as like a swarm of angry bees in the heat, and somebody's irritating it, aggravating it. And so a lot of people are just like, I can't take it anymore. And that's what I'm feeling and sensing here from these cards. 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands. It can get really heated. And some people can lose their heads. Really, there's a lot of strong emotions that are brewing up in the collective field, in us all. And with the heat being cranked up from the solar flares, the CMEs, the radio blackouts, the planetary alignments, it is important to be mindful. We have the Hermit at the bottom. There's also, if you need to, hermit, because maybe this is not you, but there's a lot of conflict and irritation and aggravation surrounding you. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Sun. Well, the Wheel of Fate is turning, regardless. But if you stay in the mentality of the mindset of, this actually could be you. The mindset, I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot here. If you stay in the same mindset you've been in through all of your other karmic cycles, and I only feel safe here because if I leave this situation, I'm gonna be at a loss. There's this fear of loss. Loss of money, loss of home, loss of identity, feeling left out in the cold. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is telling me that maybe the heat's getting cranked up on you right now so that you can kind of come to a new perspective, a different perspective. This feels very old, like you have repeated this cycle, you've stayed on this karmic wheel in the same spot and repeated it over and over and over and over again. The Sun is your true vitality, your true soul's nature, your childlike, inner child quality of joy, happiness. So there's that on the other side of the wheel. It's interesting how they came through. we have the Wheel of Fortune in the center, Five of Pentacles in reverse on the left side of me, and the Sun upright in the right side of me. You have a choice here. It's always a choice. So make the wise choice for you. Follow your sun, your soul. Overall, we have the Hermit, which is good because it seems as though maybe this is something that you were just contemplating and reflecting on at this time. Maybe you're not actively engaged in any conflicts, but you're very well aware that they exist around you and outside of you. And maybe you've removed yourself from that to kind of sit with yourself, sit with your soul, which is good. Why? All right. Trust me, I know I got tested and had setbacks and obstacles this week as well. I saw them exactly for what they were because I really tried to consciously be aware of everything that happens on my path, and then it is directing me and guiding me and showing me something about me. So when I don't have a knee-jerk reaction or initial response to it, and I'm able to kind of sit through it, it takes me through the hard part, the uncomfortable part, and then opens me up to how I can liberate myself from that. And most of the time it is just the mindset. And then, and which also assists the energy within me shifting, and the energy outside of me, my outside circumstances eventually will shift to match my energetic frequency. But you have to embody that. It is a mind, body, soul. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's a sensation, as well as beliefs and thoughts. The whole 9 yards. You can't fake it. You can't fake energy. Tell me about Five of Wands, please, for Aquarius. So, to dive a little deeper into this, you want to be heard. You want to be heard. Don't engage with somebody else if they're not hearing you. There's a part in you that has been suffering in silence, and it is desiring to be recognized and heard and seen. Don't go about this the old way. Don't go about this the way you have, maybe even as your inner child is like, enough, hear me, feel me. Because I see a lot of, well, just for all intents and purposes, call it ego, but they are more protector parts that come online to protect you. Material and spiritual prosperity. Solitude. Anything else for Aquarius? What would be helpful, what I'm hearing in the waiting game, okay. Overall, we have trapped in fear. So there's been a fear. There's been a part of you locked inside for a long time. And it is like, enough, I need to be expressed. Might be your teenager part, an angry teenager inside of you that has been left at that age. It doesn't have to be, but I'm feeling that wants to be heard, wants to be recognized. Is tired of being in background. That's been causing a lot of suffering in silence. Maybe you were like told not to be that way. Demanding. It's a demanding inner part. Not to say that you're demanding on the outside. What I'm getting here is that because you are keeping a part of you that is brave, that is strong, that is courageous enough to break out of this pattern, this box and let the anger, let the emotion out safely, even if it's just with yourself, to acknowledge it and recognize it for what it is, you will gain so much wisdom, so much strength, and as well as most likely things will turn in this karmic wheel, in this wheel of fate, in your favor to assist you into the next phase of life. But for now, it is important to take this time to yourself. Hermit, and then we have solitude, because it is about self-understanding, self-awareness. I know, I keep hearing, how much more of ourselves do we need to possibly know? Yeah, a lot. So be patient. I know it's been the waiting game for you. It's been a waiting game for all of us. Great things do not come without hard work, inner work. We want to uncage yourself, you're trapped in fear, and really in that mind, in that mental prison. Let's see if I can get anything else here to help you with this aspect of the journey, which is very difficult. It is, flow with it. Allow whatever is arising to arise, to show you. Follow how you feel, but most importantly, and my right ear just began to ring really loudly. Hold on one second. Most importantly, most of this work needs to be done with yourself. Solitude and the Hermit. Don't engage in this battle. If there is outside conflict that is happening, do not get involved. Do not engage. It will not go in your favor. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It will not go in your favor. You will not get what you want out of it, out of reacting and responding from the inner angry teenager or rebel. Trust me, that never works. It never works out. It feels good sometimes to unleash that part of ourselves, but do it in a creative way. Write it down. Take time to yourself and scream it out loud to the stars, to the trees. Don't engage with another. Grace, not for the faint of heart, and the trickster. Okay. Yeah. So what's going on right now is a trick. It's a mind trick. Don't fall for it. Ask your support team, ask Source, God, angels, universe to please fill me with grace. Hover over me with grace while I go through this experience. It is not for the faint of heart. It is really stripping off bandages from very deep old wounds that are still not healed all the way. This is a process of healing, and it can be painful, especially if we resist it, but allow what is arising to arise and to show you what has been sitting, steeping, festering below the surface within yourself. So that is what I have for you this week, Aquarius. I hope that you found this to be helpful for you. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.